Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Cocoa Education. So in this video, we will discuss a solution for NMOS spectral rod. For question 1, we can let the number of remaining students be 1U. So in the first scenario, the highest mark is 96. When this is removed, average of the remaining students is 75. So for the whole class, this is 75U plus 96. In the second scenario, so the lowest mark 42 is removed, average of the remaining class is 78. So the total of the remaining class is 78U plus 42 give us the total. Right, so 78U minus 75U equals to 96 minus 42. So we have 54 equals to 3 units. So 1U equals to 18. How many students are there in the class? This is after we remove one student. So 18 plus 1. Altogether, we have 19 students. Question 2, find the last two digits of these factorials. So 1 factorial is just 1. And the last two digits is 0, 1. Then for 4 factorial, this is 1 times 2 times 3 times 4. So equals to 24. The last two digits is 24. Then we know that 5 factorial is 120. So the last two digits is 20. 6 factorial, so 20 times 6, 120 is also ending with 20. Right, 7 factorial, so 20 times 7 is 140, this ending with 40. Right, so all the way to the next one will be 10 factorial. So times 10, it will be ending with 0, 0. And after that, everything is ending with 0, 0. So the one has to find the last two digits. We only find those that's not 0, 0. So we have 0, 1, 2, 4, and 4, 0. So 1 plus 24 plus 40. The last two digits of the sum is 65. Then let's take a look at question 3. So we can draw a table. Then here we have the number of men, the number of women, and the total. After that, we have those wearing glasses and those that's not wearing glasses. Then the total. So from here we know that 35% of the women, they wear glasses. So 35% converted into a fraction is divided by 5. So 7 out of 20. Let's say those wearing glasses is 7, then the total is 20. The number of men is 70% of the total. So 70% is 7 out of 10. Now let's check. So here for the total, if this is 7, total is 10, then this will be 3. But right now this is 20, so we get a LCM. LCM will be 60. It means everything times 20 here. Okay. Then for this row, everything times 3. And let's work out a new number. So this is 21. Total is 60. This is 140. And this is 200. Right, let's check. There's one more condition. 40% of the people who wear glasses is women. So 40% is 2 out of 5. Let me check for the value. So the number of women will be 2, where the total is 5, and this is 3. So this is 2, this is 21. We have to find the common multiple. It will be 2 times 21. So everything times 21 here. And for this row, we want to make sure the ratio remain the same. So because here times 2, then here everything times 2. So we can find that this 63, 42, this 105. For the total, this is 280, 120, and 400. They're asking for the total number of people, so there will be 400. That's the least number. Question 4. Now, each time you can invert the color of one row or one column. So the first step is we invert this column and this column. This is the first, this is the second. After that, the color changes to the opposite. So this is the white now. This is the black. And this is the white, and this is the black. Now we can see the first row, everything is white. And second row, everything is black. So we invert the color of the second row. This is the third step. And the last row, everything is also black. So we invert this row as well. And altogether, we need to invert the color 4 times. Then everything becomes white. Question 5. So how many zeros are there in the end of the product? And we know each zero comes from a factor of 2 and a factor of 5. And clearly there are more factors of 2 than a factor of 5, then we will check for 5. This will determine the number of zeros here. So factor of 5, and this is from 1 to 200, so 200 divided by 5. And we have 40 multiples of 5. After that, we check the multiples of 5 squared. So 200 divided by 5 squared. This is 8. Because each of these will give us an additional 0. So you can see that here the 5 times 2 give us 1 0. These are multiples of 5. And some of them, they are multiple of 5 and multiple of 25 at the same time. Then you'll notice that multiples of 25 give us 2 zeros. So in the first step, we only counted the zeros at the back. That's 40 of them. So second step, we will check this 0. So there's 8 of them. Right, then there's one more step. So you check 5 cubed. Those that's multiples of 1 to 5. So there's only 1. Right. So this will give us 1 additional 0. So because 1 to 5 times 8 is 1000. Step 1 is a 0 at the back. Then this is the step 2, there are 8 of them. Then step 3, we check these zeros here. Okay. So altogether we have 40 plus 8 plus 1. There are 49 factors of 5, means there are 49 factors of 10. So there are 49 zeros. Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Cocoa Education. So in this video, we'll continue with our discussions for the NMOS spectrum. In question 6, area of the triangle AEG is 3 cm. The area of the triangle CDF is 28 cm squared. First, let's connect the line EF. Let's say the area of the triangle EGF is 1U. Then because E is the midpoint of AB, so AE equals to BE. This means the area of triangle AEF equals to the area of triangle BF. So the triangle BF will be 1U plus 3. They are the same area. Then after that, let's check the area of the triangle ABF plus area of the triangle CDF. That gives us half of the rectangle. Equals to half of ABCD. And the remaining area is also half of ABCD. So that's triangle ADF. Also equals to half. So we put in the values. This is 3 plus 1U plus 3 plus 1U plus 28 equals to the area of triangle ADF. So 2U plus 34 equals to area of triangle ADF. Then let's check these two regions. Okay. So half of the figure is 2U plus 34. We take a look at the triangle AED. So triangle AED is a quarter of ABCD. Right, half of ABCD is 2U plus 34, so this is 2U plus 34 divided by 2, 1U plus 17. And since this small triangle is 3 cm squared, so 1U plus 17 minus 3, we have 1U plus 14. After that, we can find the area of triangle DGF. So ADF is 2U plus 34. This part is 1U plus 14. So 2U plus 34 minus 1U minus 14. This 1U plus 20. Let's solve for the value of 1U. So we can make use of the base ratio here. Okay, triangle AEG and the triangle FEG. You compare the area. So the area ratio equal to the base ratio. That's the same as the area of triangle ADG over the area of triangle FDG. Because the base is the same, also AG and FG. Let's put in the value. 3 over 1U equals to 1U plus 14 over 1U plus 20. Right, to solve this equation, we use the cross multiplication method. So number across the diagonal when multiplied together give us the same product. So along this diagonal we have 1U times 1U plus 1U times 14. Along the other diagonal is 3 times, so this is 14 plus, wait, sorry, I wrote this wrongly. This, no, 14, this 1U, okay, 1U plus 20. So we expand the bracket, we have 1U times 1U, so 1U squared plus 14U equals to 3U plus 60. So minus 3U on both sides, so 1U squared plus 11U equals to 60. Right, this 1U times 1U plus 11 equals to 60. So we have to do a bit of guess and check. Then we will see that this difference between 1u and 1u plus 11 is 11. Then it will be 4 is 15. Right. 4 times 15 equals to 60. So 1u equals to 4. Area of the triangle DFG is 1u plus 20. So the area is 4 plus 20, 24. Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Coco Education. So let's continue with our discussions for NMOS special round. In question 7, disable A started, B finished 3/7 of the task. And when B finished his task, A completed 7/11 of the task. So let's check for A and B. Okay. Compare the part that's finished and the total. So in this amount of time, A completed 7 out of 11. Let's say this is 7. Total is 11u. And because B started first, when A started, B already finished 3/7. So we use the total 1 minus 3/7 to the 4/7. So this is the amount that B finished in the same amount of time. So for B, there's a 4u out of 7u. And the two of them, they work at the same rate. So the amount of work finished will be the same. 7u and 4u, we get the LCM. That's 28. So times 4 times 7. Right, so this is 28u, 44u. For B, this is 28u and 49u. Find the least number of trees planted when both finished. So the total is 44u plus 49u. That's 93 units. This has to be a whole number, so the least value of u is 1. So 1u equals to 1. 93 units equals to 93. For question 8, right, this one we can separate the A, B, C from the D. Wait, it's not A, B, C, this should be B, C, D. Okay. So we let B, C, D be one number and we let A be another number. Let's say A equals to X and B, C, D equals to Y. So for the number A, B, C, D, is A 0, 0, 0 plus B, C, D. And for the number B, C, D, A, we can write it as B, C, D, 0 and A. So A triple 0 is 1000 A. 1000 A, we can also write it as 1000X, because we let A equal to X. BCD is just Y. Right, BCD is 0, so it's 10 times of Y. And A is just X. So solving this, we have 999X minus 9Y equals to 2007. Divide by 9. 111x minus y equals to 223. So we have to look for the possible answers. First, you check x equals to 2. Then this will be 222 minus y equals to 223. Y is negative, so this is wrong. Means x is at least 3. So when x equals to 3, y equals to 110. We just put the value inside the equation. When x equals to 4, y equals to 221. Then when x is 5, y is 332. When x is 6, y is 443. And when x is 7, y is 554. When x equals to 8, y equals to 665. And lastly, when x is 9, y equals to 776. So here you just need to take note that the a is a 1-digit and the y, this is a 3-digit number. So altogether from 3 to 9, we have 7 possible answers. So answer is 7. Question 9. At first, the water was 28% and the oil is 72%. So 28 out of 100. Simplify this. This is divided by 4. 7 over 25. And 72%. 72 out of 100 divided by 4. 18 over 25. So first we let the amount of oil be 7U. Amount of water. Amount of oil will be 18U. The total is 25 units. Right, John poured 50 ml of water out, so minus 50. And added in 100 ml of oil, so plus 100. Now the water is 20% and oil is 80%. So 20% is 1 out of 5, 80% is 4 out of 5. Then we let the water be 1p, total is 5p, the oil is 4p. Then we can form two equations. So for the water, this is 7U minus 50 equals to 1p. For the oil is 18U plus 100 equals to 4p. To solve the equation, let's get the same number of p. So the first equation times 4. Then we have 28 units minus 200 equals to 4p. So both of them equals to 4p. The left hand side is also equal. 18 units plus 100 equals to 28 units minus 200. Plus 200 on both sides. So 18U plus 300 equals to 28U. Difference is 10U. So 10U equals to 300. 1U equals to 30. Find the initial amount of water, that's 7U. 7 times 30, 210. Question 10. Let's extend the line and make it into an equilateral triangle. Now, from the 120, we can work out this is 60 and 60. So in a small triangle, the remaining angle is also 60. So on the other side, when we extend the lines, we also get 60 degrees, and this is 60. Then for the big triangle, two of the angles are already 60, then the remaining angle is also 60. So we can let the missing side be, let's say this is A, then this is A and this is A. Right. On the other side, we can let it be B, then we get this equals to B and this B. So we know that the big triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. because all three angles are 60 degrees. First, let's check AB equals to BC. So AB is 7 plus B. BC is B plus 3 plus A minus B on both sides. 7 equals to 3 plus A. A equals to 4. Then we check AB equals to AC. So AB is 7 plus B. AC is 10 plus A, so 10 plus 4. Right, from here we find out that B equals to 7. Let's find the perimeter of the polygon. So this is 7, and we work out that B is 7. This is 3, and A is 4. Let me just add the 5 sides together. We have 7 plus 7 plus 3 plus 4 plus 10. Total is 31. Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Coca Education. So in this video, we will continue the discussions for NMOS special round. Now for question 11 here. So 9900 times, and here we treat it as 1 square minus, there's 4 over 3 square. So you can write it as 2 square over 3 square. The next group is 1 square minus 2 square over 4 square. Right, all the way to the last group. So 1 square minus 2 square over 100 square. So we've learned about this identity before. So A squared minus B squared equals to the sum of A and B times the difference of A and B. Right, here we can do the same. So the sum of the two numbers is 1 plus 2 over 3. Difference of the two numbers is 1 minus 2 over 3. Next group is 1 plus 2 over 4 times 1 minus 2 over 4. So all the way to 1 plus 2 over 100 times 1 minus 2 over 100. Let's work out the value within each group. So the first group, it is 5 over 3 times 1 over 3. Second group, this is 6 over 4 times 2 over 4. Then the next group will be 7 over 5 times 3 over 5. So all the way to the last group, 102 over 100 times 98 over 100. Right, so in order to see the pattern clearly, let's separate the fractions into two groups. Those that smaller than 1, we group them together. So for the denominator, this is from 3 all the way to 100. 3 times 4 times 5. So all the way to 98 times 99 times 100. For the numerator, we have 5 times 6 times 7. So all the way to 100 times 101 times 102. For those fractions that's less than 1, we group them together. Denominator is the same. 3 times 4 times 5. So all the way to 98 times 99 times 100. the numerator is 1 times 2 times 3 all the way to 96 times 97 times 98. So let's cancel the common factors. For the first group, there's 5 over 5, 6 over 6, 7 over 7. So all the way to 100 over 100. For the other group is 3 over 3, 4 over 4, 5 over 5. So all the way to 98 over 98. So we check for the factor that's left. In the first group, we have 101 times 102 over 3 times 4. So in the second group, we have 1 times 2 over 99 times 100. Right, 99 times 100 is 9900, so they cancel each other. Then for the remaining numbers, so we work out the value. It's 101 times 204. Over 12. So 204 divided by 12. That gives us 17. So 101 times 17 is 1717. That's the answer for question 11. For question 12, let's count the number of triangles here. First, we check the small triangles. So just check in the figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. There are 12 of them. Then we check those consist of 2 regions. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then after that, we have this is 7, and this is 8, then 9, and 10. So consists of 2 regions is 10. For those that have 3 regions, this 1, and this the other one. So we have 2. Those with 4 regions, so there's 1, 2, or you can cut it the other way, 3, 4. Then there will be all the triangles, so we add them together. 12 plus 10 plus 2 plus 4. The total is 28. Question 13. So they tell us the speed of Mary is 47, her mother's speed is 51. They started to travel towards each other at the same time. We know that Mary traveled 47 units, where her mother traveled 51 units. So the distance ratio is same as the speed ratio when they travel the same amount of time. Now, they meet at 82 meters away from the midpoint. So this is the midpoint, and this part is 82. Then we can see that Mary traveled 82 meters less than half, where the mom traveled 82 meters more than half. So we check the difference, 51U minus 47U. That's 82 times 2. Okay. One of them is half plus 82 for mom. For Mary is half of the distance minus 82. So from plus 82 to minus 82, the difference is 164. Then we have 4u equals to 164. Divided by 4, 1u is 41. They're asking for the total distance, so 47u plus 51u equals to 98 units. So 98 times 41. Right, at this step, you can treat 98 as 100 minus 2, so it's same as 100 times 41 minus 2 times 41. Right, that's easier to find the answer. So 4100 minus 82. The answer is 4018. Question 14. So this positive whole number, it can only be divided by 1 and itself. Means it only have 2 factors. So this is a prime number. First we find out that the number is prime. It only have 2 factors. And for this number, the digits can be separated into 2 groups. The sum of the 2 groups is the same. So first we know it cannot be 1-digit prime number because 1 digit cannot separate into 2 groups. So for 2 digit, the 2 digit has to be the same in order to be 2 groups of the same value. Then out of this number like 11, 22, 33 all the way to 99, only the first one is prime. So only 11 is prime. Now for 3 digit, they're asking less than 200. So we have to check. First digit is a fixed, can only be 1. If the sum of each group equals to 2, so the number can be 112. Notice that it cannot be 121. 121 is a multiple of 11. So 112, this is not a prime number. Then the next one is the sum equals to 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 2, there's no need to check. That's multiple of 11. Then 1, 2, 3 is divisible by 3. That's also wrong. 1, 3, 4 is even, so that's wrong. 1, 4, 3 is multiple of 11. Okay, then 1, 4, 5 is multiple of 5. 1, 5, 4 is multiple of 11. 1, 5, 6, even number. So 1, 6, 5, divisible by 11. 1, 6, 7. This one is prime. 1, 7, 6 is multiple of 11. 1, 7, 8 is even number. 1, 8, 7, multiple of 11. Then the last one will be 1, 8, 9. This is multiple of 9. Sum of digits is 18. Then 198 is also wrong. Right, there's one more. So if the sum is 1, then it can be 101. This one is correct, but 110 is wrong. So altogether we have 3 possible values: 11, 101, and 167. So you add them together, 279. For question 15, we have to look for the pattern here. So you can check along this diagonal, these are the square numbers. This is 1 square, 3 square, 5 square. Then the next one will be 7 square, 49, and 9 square, 81. So these are the square of the odd numbers. We find the one that's closest to 2023. So that's 2025. So we check 45 square is 2025. 43 square is 1849. So let's write down the numbers. At the corner, you have 2025. Let me check for each column here. The number below it, they are smaller. Okay, like here, 987 is 25, 24, 23. So 2025 below it is 2024, 2023, 2022. This is the one at the corner. Then you check for the previous layer. So the number is 43 squared, 1849. And below 1849, we have 1848, 1847, 1846. They're asking the number on the southwest of 2023. So you can see there is 1847. Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Coco Education. So this video will discuss a solution for NMOS spectral rod. Now in question 16, its area of the triangle DEF is 20. Area of the triangle DFC is 23. So we can use the butterfly model. First we connect the line BE. We find out this is also 23. So from here we can find the set ratio. So DF over FB. The area ratio is same as the base ratio. So the ratio is 20 to 23. Then we check these two triangles below. So area ratio is the same because the base ratio is the same. It's 20 to 23. So we will got the area of triangle B and DCF over the area of triangle BCF equals to the base ratio 20 over 23. Let's put in the value. So 23 over area of triangle BCF equals to 20 over 23. So we do the cross multiplication. The area of triangle BCF times 20 equals to 23 squared. So triangle BCF is 23 squared is 529. So 529 over 20. Let's just keep it as 529 over 20 first. Then you can see that half of the figure, triangle BCD, equals to the other half of the figure, triangle ABD. So we put the values in, 529 over 20 plus 23. Triangle ABD, this is area of triangle ABE, plus 23 plus 20. And from here we find the area of triangle ABE is 529 over 20 minus 20. Okay. So this part is 529 over 20 minus 20. Let's find the value of x. So x is 529 over 20 minus 20 plus 23. So 529 over 20 plus 3. They want us to get the value of 20x. So everything times 20. 20 times 529 over 20 plus 20 times 3. This is 529 plus 60. So the answer is 589. Okay, question 17. So here it says that other than the factor n1, the highest factor of n is 105 times of the lowest factor of n. First, we factorize 105. that equals to 3 times 5 times 7. Now, the lowest factor of n other than 1, so there are two possibilities. Case 1 is this factor is 2. Okay, so that's the second lowest. And there is 105 times of 2, so 105 times 2, 210. Where the largest factor is n. Then we know that the second smallest times the second largest equal to the smallest times the largest. So 1 times n equals to 2 times 210. We find that n is 420. Right. If the second smallest is not 2, it can only be 3, because 3 is a factor of n. So there's 1, 3, 3 times 105, that's 315. That's the second largest. So the smallest times the largest equals to the second smallest times the second largest. N equals to 945. Then there will only be two answers, because the next one, if the second smallest is 4, that's not possible, because we already know that 3 is a factor of n, so that's smaller than 4. Okay? So there are only two cases. Then we add the numbers together, 420 plus 945. The answer is 1365. Then question 18, this make use of the half model. So the shaded triangle ABE plus the triangle CDE equals to half of the rectangle ABCD. So let's work out the value. Triangle ABE plus, now triangle CDE is half of the square. The square is 1729, so there's 1729 over 2. Half of ABCD is 2023 over 2. Difference gives us a triangle ABE. That will be 2023 minus 1729 over 2 equals to 294 over 2. So the area is 147. Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Coco Education. So in this video, let's discuss the solutions for NMOS spectral ROM. For question 19, they say the sum of each row, each column, and each 2x2 squares and 2 diagonals, they are all the same. So first we find the sum of numbers from 1 to 16. The sum is 1 plus 16 times 16 divided by 2 equals to 136. Let's find the sum of one column. There are 4 columns in total. They are all equal. So for one column, the sum equals to 34. Let's take a look at the first column. We can let the missing number be x. So the sum of this number is 34. Then 34 minus 1 minus 12 minus x. So we find that this is 21 minus x. Then let's check for the small square here. The sum of these 4 numbers is 34 as well. So 34 minus x, just minus 21 minus x, minus 4. So we find that this is 9. For the bottom row, the sum of the 4 numbers is 34. let's get the missing number. So 34 minus this 21 minus x minus 4 minus 10. Solving this, we find the missing number is x minus 1. Then next, we check the one on top. In this square, the sum is 34. So 34 minus 12 minus 9 minus x equals to 13 minus x. Next, let's check the diagonal. The sum of the number is 34. So 34 minus 13 minus x minus 1 minus 10 equals to x plus 10. Now we can solve for x. Take a look at these 2 by 2 squares. So within this square, the sum is 34. So we had 9 plus 4 plus x plus 10 plus x minus 1 equals to 34. So add them together, 2x plus 22 equals to 34. 2x equals to 12. So x is 6. After we get that x is 6, the rest will be easy. So this is 6. 21 minus x is 15. 13 minus x, this is 7. Then x plus 10 is 16. X minus 1 is 5. Let's work out the missing number. So for the second column, the sum is 34. We find the missing number is 14. For this one, the small square, the sum is 34. So we find the missing number is 3. Then we check for the 4 corners. The sum of the number is 34. So the missing corner is 8. Then along this diagonal, the sum is 34. So we find this number is 2. After that, you check first row, missing number is 11. Second row, the missing number is 13. So 6 times 7 times 11. The product is 462. Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Coco Education. So in this video, we'll continue with our discussions on the NMOS special round. For question 20, so from B onwards, the number is average of the previous 2 numbers. So for example, the first 2 numbers, when you add them together, divide by 2, that will give us the number B. So divide by 2 is B. Then for A and B, so when you add them together, divide by 2 give us C. Right? B and C, when added together, divide by 2 give us D. So we can check that here. So from A to B, we need to find the average. So this once. From B to C, you find average again. So later on, you need to divide by 2. Right? C to D, divide by 2 again. D to E, divide by 2 again. So altogether, we need to divide by 2 4 times. And we know 2 to the power of 4, this is 16. Then let's check. So between A and 1099, we know that A is the larger number. This is because each time you are finding the average of these 2, and the ending number 2023, this is larger than 1099. So the only way that this number can get larger and larger is because A is greater than 1099. Then the average between them is greater than 1099. Then you get a larger number here. So let's say A equals to 1099 plus 16 units. Okay. Because later on we need to divide by 2 4 times. We don't want to get a fraction. Right, if A is 1099 plus 16U, then we can check for B. So you add 1099 to A, so there's twice of 1099. So 1099 times 2 plus 16U. Right, divide by 2 give us the value of B. So we find that B is 1099 plus 8U. Then we check for C. So C is the sum of A and B divided by 2. So for A and B, there is 1099 times 2. You add these two together, then 16U plus 8U, 24 units. Right. Take this divide by 2, so we get C is 1099 plus 12U. After that, we check for D. So you add B and C together, so 1099 times 2. Right, for B, this is 8U, for C is 12U, so the total is 20U. Divided by 2. So D is 1099 plus 10U. Then we check for E. So E is the sum of C and D, so 1099 times 2. And C is 12U, D is 20U, so 22 units. Plus 22U divided by 2. So we find that E is 1099 plus 11U. Now the last step, so D plus E divided by 2 equals to 2023. So D plus E over 2 equals to the average 2023. So let's add them together. D and E, this is 1099 times 2. Then we have 10U plus 11U, so that's 21 units. Right. Divided by 2 equals to 2023. So times 2 on both sides. So we have 2198 plus 21U equals to 2023 times 2, so that's 4046. Minus 2198 on both sides, so 21 units equals to 1848. Divided by 21, 1U equals to 88. Find the value of C. So C is 1099 plus 12U, so plus 12 times 88. We find out the sum is 2155. That's the answer for question 20.